Meant to be Batman, not afraid of death, to a cage full of vampire bats. But here's the weird thing. None of the bats in it attacked him. It wasn't so long ago. Mobius, who had been suffering from an illness, found out, just throw in the vampire bat genes to the human body. I can cure this disease right now. So he was assisted by his assistant, Will. The bat gene was successfully injected into its own body. When he wakes up again, I found myself so skinny, has turned into a muscular man, and himself both in movement and strength. These features are magnified tens of times, and he's got an echo like a bat. Positioning ability. You can catch a flying thing with your eyes closed. Along with the emergence of this special ability, her body was having other adverse reactions. He has to get fresh blood within 6 hours. Otherwise, they will become extremely weak and even die. As Mobius was dying, friends came to see the scene. At his direction, veins rushed into the cold storage nearby. He took out the human blood and gave it to Mobius. Looking at this scene of the vein finally pressed to bear. He no longer suffered from illness. Asked Mobius to inject himself with bat blood, only to be turned down, because Mobius doesn't want friends and become a blood-sucking monster like himself, and loudly drove away the veins. But the matter did not end there. Soon after, a nurse died in a hospital hallway and found that the body had been completely drained of blood. When Mobius learned of the incident, I thought I must be out of control again. That led to the murder. He decided to leave, here to hide from the limelight, but just as he came downstairs, only to be stopped by 2 agents. Because of the deaths on the ship, they decided to bring Mobius back for investigation. Out of panic, Mobius broke free. After taking down 2 agents, he uses his powers to jump onto rooftops. When he reached the top floor, the body is like a piece of paper. The wind blew it to the edge of the roof. Near death, agents showed up just in time to arrest him. Just like that, Mobius deserves to be in jail. On the way, his friend came to see him and brought him a bag of artificial blood. Before Mobius loses control again, right after the vein left, Mobius, I saw the crutches left in the corner. Then he suddenly saw the light. It must be the vein. He injected himself with bat blood behind his back, turned into a blood-sucking monster just like him. So the nurse who died in the hospital, and he must have done it. In anger, he drank the blood, broke a window and jumped off the roof, trying to stop veins from killing again. Then he came to the top of a building. Using the bat's echolocation, he quickly identified the location of the vein, finally appears behind him before the vein leaves. He began to question the context. Why don't you listen to yourself? To inject bat blood, but the vein said he just wanted to live. He didn't think he had become a monster. I think it's an evolution.
You cannot make me go back. I won't let you make me go back.
Soon they were chasing each other from the street to the subway. They started fighting each other in the subway station, because both were injected with bat blood. As a result, the fighting power is equal. 2 policemen suddenly appeared in the subway to stop them, and their veins cooperate with them. Climb on the wall, but it didn't take long for him to become a monster. Knock them down and start to thin each other's blood. The police who heard the sound were all destroyed, because the veins have been feeding on pure human blood. Of course, the fighting power is also compared. The blood-sucking Mobius, much more powerful. Now Mobius must understand. He can only save the vein if he finds the cure. In the face of a big fight, Mobius did not force a land war. It uses the airflow before the subway got up and jumped out of here.